welcome back to Belmont Bunch. Let's forget tonight happened. That's the end of the video. No, okay, so we're actually going to talk about the game while you hear the dog bark upstairs. The Islanders lose 4-0 in a game that on its face and at the end of the game felt miserable. But there's a little bit more nuance, and we'll talk about it, at least in my opinion. The Islanders, 4-0 losers. They give up 1 in the first, 1 in the second, 2 in the third. They put 42 shots on goal. The Islanders definitely threw a lot of stuff to the net tonight, obviously. But too many logo shots. Barzal had a breakaway really early on. This one wasn't as egregious. It wasn't really a logo shot. It just wasn't able to get his full lift onto the puck. He had a guy, I think Zaka, trailing behind him. So this was kind of an open hockey game, as you can tell by the shots. The Islanders had a couple of chances, but like I said, a lot of logo shots whenever they did get chances. And New Jersey, way too many odd man rushes going the other way. They are a fairly young team, so you got to expect that they're going to have a lot of jump and, youth. And tonight, it was just, it was mostly the Mackenzie Blackwood show. And the Devils were opportunistic. The Devil skaters were opportunistic. And in otherwise, otherwise I thought the Islanders actually played all right in a game they lost 4-0. So, first period, like I said, Barzal kind of starts off the game with a breakaway. It gets stopped. I noticed the ice didn't look great. Obviously, both teams have to deal with that. That's not an excuse. The Isles, a little bit sloppy. Obviously, maybe it's a part of that. But at the same time, the schedule maybe is getting really annoying at this point. Those days off are nice after that 3 games in 4 nights. But at the same time, it feels like they're not able to get their bearings in the season yet. And tonight, they looked very jumbled defensively. And a lot of times, not getting the puck in deep, not doing simple plays. Matt Martin had one in the first period where he didn't get it in deep, and then you get not a shorthanded chance. You get a chance in the other way. The Islanders get a power play, and the Devils get a goal. The Islanders power play, the first power play, obviously, the shorthanded goal, it was abysmal. But even if it had not allowed a shorthanded goal, it was just terrible. The Devils skating, with the past the Islanders. In their own zone. The Islanders, Pollock, who I thought was really bad tonight, kind of just letting the puck get loose right to the middle of the slot. First shot gets stopped by Sorokin. Second shot is stopped, and then the third one is poked in by Kuokkanen. And the Isles just not being careful with the puck, being very sloppy, like Pollock trying to take it out of the corner and basically passing it to the middle of the slot where nobody else is on the Islanders. So you could say Jersey there, you give credit for the Jersey, I think it was 1v4, whoever the Devil player was, in deep, causing all 4 Islanders to converge on the puck. Not all 4 of the Islanders to converge on the puck. And puck comes out into the slot because the Islanders aren't careful, and eventually it ends up in the back of their net. And the second goal was kind of the reverse of that, where the Islanders couldn't get it out. It's basically the same thing, but it was just on a Jersey power play. I know I'm skipping way ahead here, but the Isles in their own zone, it's very unfortunate because they win the faceoff and they get it out of the zone, but then the horn sounds and it turns out something was up with the timing on the scoreboard. So we have to do this again, and of course the Islanders fail to get it out, and it ends up on the stick of Dougie Hamilton, who rips one off of the leg of Tomas Tatar, who looked like he got the monkey off the back and gets his first of the year. Islanders are a good team to get your first of your career and first of the season against. I might have just said Tatar's first of his career. Definitely not that. First goal of the year. So 2-0 there. And it didn't feel like the Islanders had to. It's so weird that the Islanders could have this many shots and you're like, they do not have 2 in them tonight. And I think obviously part of that is Blackwood, who played really well. The rebounds weren't really put back out into dangerous areas. Just played a really, really good game. So, partially goal lead. The Islanders get partially goal lead, but they're also, fully to blame for the goals they allowed. Not getting the puck out on this goal, not getting out of their own way on the Kuokkanen goal. The third goal from Mercer, I believe Mercer had, 2 breakaways very close together. First one gets stopped. Sorokin was unbelievable. Sorokin stopped a Tatar chance. There were a million moves, and he gets, the skate out He had another one of those off the glove later in the period after the game was definitely over. But Dawson Mercer gets in on a break. This is a rare one where it wasn't Adam Pellick's fault, but he kind of off balance, isn't able to get back, and it is put home. I am, at this point, Pellick played great, by the way. He played fine. He had a really nice poke check in the second period on what looked like another breakaway for, it might have also been Mercer. But I am really advocating now for the Islanders, despite Chara not really being at the center of like the woes in the last couple games. Yeah, don't break up one of the best pairings in the league to accommodate Chara. I would like to see Pelly and Pollock back together full time, and go out and either at this point I feel like Aho, you give Aho a shot, see what chemistry he has with either Mayfield or probably just Mayfield, because Dobson's Dobson at this point. He's struggling. He still doesn't look very confident on the puck. I don't know. He like Green is helpful for him because Green actually still, I think Green's played all right. He's still blocking shots and he's fairly responsible. He's not as much of an eyesore as Zdeno Chara. But obviously there's no Zdeno Chara to throw under the bus this game. The Islanders, a few too many passengers. Josh Bailey, really not effective. Really, really looking pretty bad so far, which is not helpful for if we're going to try to trade him at some point. I would say Palmieri played well. Parise played well. The former Devils had a lot of jump in their step. They're just not finishing. Parise had a puck right on his stick right in front, and he whacked it right into the pads of Blackwood. So the Isles, again, just not, I guess, taking the time to point. I'm obviously off my game as well. Not doing a good job of shooting the puck. They're just trying to get it on goal, and that's fine. But eventually they're going to have to, get that sniper that we've been talking about for years. Although Barzal has been attempting it. Barzal did have a pretty good game, I thought, offensively at least. Who else? Beauvillier, I thought, played pretty well tonight. The third line, Pajot, I really haven't noticed very much. And that's a problem. Wallstrom got benched for a period tonight. Not a full period, a period of time. I mean, took a penalty. That wasn't helpful. The fourth line I thought was fine. So the middle six right now, and Bailey, it's... I shouldn't say right now overall. Tonight, not good enough. And, as Barry would say, probably passengers tonight. And, yeah, I don't know what else to say. Mackenzie Blackwood played well. The final goal given up by Sorokin is the only one that he probably should have had. It's a slapper from the sideboards from Hamilton. Hamilton played pretty well tonight, goal and an assist. And, the Isles got to regroup. It feels like a shame to waste that amount of fanfare because it felt like not their first home game, but like half a home game. And the crowd was into it in the first period, and they were drawn out of it by the Islanders not really playing too well after the second. So that's it. That's pretty much it. Is there anything else? We'll see you next time on Belmont Bunch. Look in the link in the description. You'll find the audio version of this podcast, which is probably good for this one, because I don't know. I don't feel like I look that good today. A little under the weather. So, hoping that's okay. But we'll see you soon on Belmont Bunch. And goodbye.